This short horror manga is sad. It's a one-shot, meaning that it's just one chapter. It's a zombie horror manga and it's called Live, and boy, this shit will make you tear up just a little bit, but that ending is just really sad. But before that, if you like the content you're seeing, then be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and if you want to follow me on my socials or my other channels, or if you want some merch, all that will be linked down below. But with all that out of the way, why don't we just dive right on in. So, spoiler warning, I'm going to be kind of going over the story, so if you don't really care, just keep watching, or if you do care, go read the manga, and then just come back. So it follows the story of Aoki, or Aoki, I'm going to just go with Aoki, who explains that the world went to shit 3 years earlier, and that humanity is on the brink of destruction, and that the last time he saw someone was about a year ago. So right off the bat, you're introduced to this messed up world, and one of the major things affecting the MC is the loneliness, but since he's killed so many zombies, he's kind of become numb to fear. But that's when Aoki meets her. She'll get a name later. He was about to attack her when she says his name. Obviously, bro's surprised that she can talk, and even though she isn't really a person, he starts to cry. And you can kind of assume it's from having an interaction, but with something that can talk, even if it is a zombie. But Aoki gets back to his senses, and she's still a walking corpse, and he questions her. But all she can say is his name, Aoki. He sees that she's wearing the uniform of the high school that he went to, but then she speaks another word, that being school. Aoki tries to get her to try and remember, but she can only say his name and school. At the same time, he doesn't want to kid himself into thinking that even though she can talk and laugh, at the end of the day, a zombie is still a zombie. He gets mad at her and hits her on the head with his bat, and she has no reaction and just keeps saying his name. He realizes that in the end, she's just a zombie, and he thanks her for talking with him, and Aoki tells her that he would have liked if she was a human. He thinks about her, but as he's walking off, she follows him. She chases him, and wherever he goes, she also goes. After he thinks he got away, he runs into a horde of zombies and tries to escape, but while doing so falls down a flight of stairs. Aoki struggles to move, and as he looks to what he sees as his soon-to-be death, he sees her in the horde, but that's when she cuts off a zombie's head and attacks the rest. Aoki is shocked to see this, and after she killed all the other zombies, she starts crying over him. He sighs and tells her that they should go to their school to see if she can remember something. They have a cute interaction when Aoki tries to give her some food, and she ends up eating cat food with no problem, and when he tries to eat it, he almost gets sick. When she tries to get closer, Aoki pushes her away, and as he's going to the bathroom, he thinks about her. She appears behind him all of a sudden, which scares Aoki, and they hide behind a wall from oncoming zombies. After this, they continued on to the school, and he finds out that the heat doesn't affect her, but they find a farm. They go inside and find an old man's body and a note that was left behind. After reading it, they bury the old man, and at the old man's grave, Aoki says he doesn't have anyone to rely on, or anyone that can rely on him, but that when he dies, he wants to have a funeral just like this. After this, they continue on to their school, and when they're fishing, she falls into the water, and Aoki jumps in after her. He rescues her, and as she's warming back up, he realizes she can't get cold, but that her clothes are soaked. He lends her some clothes and sees how cute she is after she changes. She gets closer to him, but also in a metaphorical sense, as the two of them develop a bond and grow closer to one another. While at a campfire and waiting to eat, Aoki finds a love letter in her clothes, and wishes they had met before all of this. He thinks that since she's not a normal zombie, that when they get to the survival base, there might be a way to make her become human again. But once winter rolls around, her body stops moving as her joints had become frozen, so Aoki had to carry her. That's when Aoki realizes that he didn't want to lose her, and he was scared to be alone again. But once the weather warms up, she's able to move normally, and he realizes that he doesn't really know what to call her, so he decides to come up with a name for her. And Aoki decides to call her Liv, as in to live. She seems to like it, but while looking at Aoki, Liv begins to remember and slowly says another word, that being senpai or senior in Japan. But bro, this is where it gets fucking sad. Big spoilers ahead as if I didn't already spoil the entire story so far. As Liv says that, she gets shot in the head, and as Liv dies, her final words to Aoki are that she loves him. Aoki sees this and just looks at her body, and that's when another guy comes out joking around telling Aoki that was a close call. But with rage in his heart, Aoki grabs him and asks him what the fuck he just did, and he holds a knife to his throat, but the guy tells him to take it easy as he just saved his life since she was a zombie. Aoki falls to the ground, and as he tries to reach for Liv's hand, he's knocked out, and after he wakes up, he's at the survivor base. But he left since he didn't have anyone there, and after that, he buried Liv, and Aoki heads off to the school they both went to. But that's when it shows a flashback to Aoki going to school, and a girl that was about to give him a love letter, and that girl is Liv, and she was about to confess her feelings for him, but it was at that same moment everything changed, and the zombie apocalypse began. For a one-shot manga, definitely a whirlwind of emotions from the very beginning. You get introduced to Aoki as this guy who's just trying to survive and is really lonely, but then he meets Liv, and since she's a zombie, you see his hesitance. But over the course of their journey and them traveling together, they get closer, and Aoki develops a bond with Liv, and that bond is the driving force of this chapter and what makes it so good. But it's also the horror aspect in that even though you're in a zombie apocalypse, you can still find happiness. But then towards the end, as their relationship grows to them being in love with each other, it's at that moment the reality of their surroundings, that situation kicks in. Just as Liv remembers and tells Aoki she loves him, it's at that same moment she dies and he loses her forever. But it shows that the horror of the situation as the reality of what being in a zombie apocalypse is shown. You're never safe, and anything can happen at any moment that can make you lose everything you care about. Overall, Liv is just a tragic short horror manga that is definitely worth checking out, and it's also really good. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down below if you want to see more videos like this. But with all that out of the way, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.